Logan asks, can you touch the roof of your own house without jumping?
I've actually got quite high ceilings in my flat, which is quite nice. So that is a no, but door frames are a concern. They are. I do have to duck, to be fair. So yeah, luckily no, but door frames are conscious. I am conscious of.
There we go, Logan. That's that one cleared up for you. Alistair Yates asks, what would you do if you were not a footballer? And do you have any hidden talents?
Hidden talents, probably not. Obviously, I've done my degree in sports journalism while I was playing a few years ago, which was a passion of mine. It was quite nice. I was quite good at English at school, so writing became quite easy to me. But I think I'd be involved in sport in some way or another, whether that be the journalism side, working for maybe a newspaper, or maybe on a sort of a media team at a club. That'd be quite nice. But I think if I had to stop football for whatever unfortunate reason at the moment, I'd probably look to go into the media side or coaching, one of the two.
Cool. Good. It's a good world to work in. I tell you from experience, particularly at Exeter City Football Club, of course. James Norrie asks, what's your favourite sport outside of football?
I quite like F1, Formula One racing on the weekends. I don't mind on a Sunday maybe watching the opening 10 laps, having a little nap during the rest of it, and then waking up for the last 10 laps. It's quite a nice recovery day for me.
Nice. Well, that fits into one of the other questions we had, which is Ollie Manton, who said, what is your perfect Sunday?
I don't know really. I think probably watching Super Sunday, probably watching football. I think that's kind of just an easy one on a day off, just to sort of watch, if you can, all the games, because they're staggered so nicely now. You've got the 12:30s, you've got the 2:30s, you've got the 4, and then you've got the 7:30 at night now on a Sunday. So it's really quite nice just to watch 4 games of football and maybe have a nap in between if they're a bit quiet.
It fills the day perfectly, doesn't it? I don't think my wife's too happy about it, but I think it's absolutely ideal.
I live on my own, so it's perfect.
Happy days. Less than perfect, or I'm not sure. You can tell me. But Elliot Lewis says that on Sweens' Instagram, you had trainers to match the City training gear, and was that deliberate?
I'm coordinated. I like being coordinated. It doesn't make a difference. You'll see my gloves are matching my boots. If we wear the blue kit, the boots, gloves match the kit. So I am a coordinated guy. It's just how it is. It just happened.
You're just an organised man.
I am, yeah.
That's what style is important. So there's that one. CITD1. What's your favourite thing about living in the local area?
For me, I've sort of lived in a rural area before coming down here, so it's quite nice. I live in town, I live close to the ground, so it's nice just to be able to walk into town and just relax. Obviously, with the COVID regulations, it's a little bit more difficult, but I like to just go into town of an evening after a game or something, go get a meal, which was quite nice. So I do like living in town and just being able to walk everywhere for me.
It's nice and it's convenient. I live just on the edge of town. It's ideal. We're going to sort of go into bests and favourites kind of mode now. So Jamie Talbot asks, who's the best player you've ever played against or with? And someone else, I don't know, someone else asked, who's the best player you've ever played with and why is it Matt J? So if the answer is Matt J, brilliant. But if not, who's the best player you've ever played against or with?
Against probably Tammy Abraham. He was carnage when we were younger. Like playing against him at Chelsea was horrible. I still have nightmares. It's not great. I'd like to obviously, if we draw them in the FA Cup, if we get to the 3rd round, that'd be perfect. Sort of a little reunion after that, but I'd hopefully come out on top in that one. Best player I've played with, probably Jack Stacey. It was obviously when I was younger at Reading, he was in the youth team with me, and obviously Exeter goal scorer as well, the semi-final goal. So Jack Stacey, and obviously brilliant for him being at Bournemouth. But yeah, he's probably the best player I've played with.
He's a very good player. Yeah, he had a moment for us. I think that's a popular answer for fans down here, and a moment we will remember for a long time, I'd have thought. Jake on Insta I don't know if it's Taylor, but just Jake. But who was or is your goalkeeper idol?
Growing up, I like to watch Joe Hart. I still think he's a top goalie, and I think just his kind of attributes sort of mirrored what I thought I would become, sort of height wise, shape wise. I tried to sort of mirror his game and try and pick out the best bits of what he did and try and replicate it in how I play, really. So I think Joe Hart growing up was one of the goalies I kind of aspired to be like.
Speaking of remarkable goalkeeping, what is your favourite save? That's been asked by Freddie Martin.
The last one, the one in the face. I think it was just the way the game played out after that was such a crucial save. I think saves don't really. It's always nice to make a camera save. You tip one out the top corner, but for when a save's important, if in the first minute or the last minute, and you win a game, you keep a clean sheet, because if that goes in, we probably don't score the first goal or the second goal, and then we're behind after that. So that was nice to make a save and contribute to the, sort of the team going forward and winning the game.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's timing that makes the save rather than the action itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so. The final one is Oliver Ingham over on Instagram, and he asked what's your favourite moment in your career so far?
I've had a few sort of coming through. I think playing for England under 16s was an honour. I think I went there too early. I think that's probably why I haven't been back. I wasn't physically ready, wasn't mentally ready for England at the time. But that was always an honour to wear an England shirt and 3 lions. Sort of when I was under 18s, playing the semi-finals of the Youth Cup, which was nice. Sort of that was when my academy team, Reading, hadn't ever been that far in the tournament, so it was nice to sort of have that sort of historic landmark there. Playing in the playoffs for Aldershot, that was another step. So I've had sort of each milestone ticked off for me, and sort of the playoffs for Forest Green the year before, and then getting to Wembley. Obviously, I didn't play in the final, but that was obviously a nice moment. And unfortunately, it wasn't a win, but that's probably the highlight of my career so far, was getting to the playoff final at Wembley, which was nice to sort of warm up. And then obviously the day didn't go how we wanted to, but that was probably the biggest moment so far.
That's it. It's everything that comes with it, and of course you've got many years. Excuse me, you've got many years ahead of you in your career. So maybe we'll talk again at some point about more perfect and favourite moments. But until then, all the best for the rest of the season. All the best for the games coming up thick and fast over the next couple of weeks. And thank you so much for talking to us today.
No worries. Anytime.